Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we'll be exploring what are vaults. Before we go into vaults, we must first explain what is yield farming. And yield farming, also known as liquidity mining, is essentially providing your assets as liquidity on a decentralized exchange and earning income, also known as yield, on it. Yields are basically income or like dividends from yield farming, and it's similar to ROI, but it's often known as APY, which stands for annual percentage yield, or APR, which stands for annual percentage rate, which is basically a type of ROI that you get on your assets. So what are vaults? Vaults are basically a yield farming tool that uses an automated strategy on an existing fund in order to maximize returns. And this is also known as optimizing yields or yield optimizers. So let me go into a bit more detail. So here's an example. If you go to pancakeswap.finance, you can provide Cake and BNB LP, right? And this basically means you have Cake and you have BNB, and you pair them together to get the Cake BNB LP, and then you actually provide liquidity by staking your LP, your liquidity pair, into the liquidity pool. And if you do that, you can earn up to 141% APR. I'm not sure if that figure is still accurate, so the APR comes in two parts: the transaction fee that you earn, as well as the rewards that you earn for providing liquidity. So the transaction fee basically is between 0.17% and 0.3%, and you earn that whenever anybody trades the Cake and BNB LP. But you don't earn the full 0.17% to 0.3%, you earn that amount times the percent of the pool that you own. So if you provide 10% of the pool, which by the way is a lot, then you will earn 10% of the entire 0.17% or 0.3% transaction fee. And additionally, you also earn the Cake as a reward for incentivizing you to provide liquidity onto the platform. So the reason why they provide this Cake reward to you is so that people would come onto this platform and then they would buy Cake and buy BNB, and then they would provide liquidity. And with more liquidity means that the platform is able to attract more users because the slippage is lesser. So the platform becomes more robust and it becomes more usable for trading. So what are vaults? Vaults are basically a yield farming tool that utilizes an automated strategy on a fund in order to maximize returns. This is also known as optimizing yields or yield optimizers. So if we actually go back to the previous example on Cake BNB, you will actually notice that when you earn from the rewards, the Cake rewards, this Cake reward earned does not automatically go back into your pool, into the Cake BNB pool. It is a separate reward in Cake that you will have to harvest, and then after you harvest it, you can then choose to sell half the Cake and then buy BNB with that, and then pair them together again, and then provide liquidity onto the Cake BNB LP. So you can see that it's kind of cumbersome. There's a few different process and steps, and a yield optimizer basically automates all of that automatically. So the most popular type of vaults helps you to optimize the yield from your yield farms by harvesting your rewards, selling it, and then buying back the liquidity pair, and then depositing the liquidity pair back into the pool. So this is done at least several times a day, and this compounds, so it allows you to increase your earning power auto-magically. So just a quick explanation of what is APR versus APY. APR is basically simple linear interest, and it's basically the returns that you get without compounding your rewards back into your liquidity pair. Which means you keep your rewards separately, and then you maybe either sell them into cash, and you just never compound them back into your farm. APY on the other hand will take the rewards that you earn from your farm and then put it back into your liquidity pair, and basically compounding the rewards that you earn multiple times within a day, and therefore if you compound that within a year, the APY can be much higher. So let me give an example. So as you can see on Cake BNB LP, the APR is 141%, but if you put that into a vault strategy that will take the Cake that you earn, sell half of that Cake into BNB, and then pull the Cake BNB into a liquidity pair, and then put it into the liquidity pool, you actually earn up to 1,200% APY. So the APY amount can get quite ridiculous depending on the different strategy that they use and how often they compound, and of course the price of Cake itself, but they basically help to automate the entire process of farming it, harvesting it, and then adding it back in. So it's pretty handy. However, most vaults do charge some kind of fee. So think of it as passing your money into a fund manager, but this fund manager is an automated strategy and will basically do what it's told based on the smart contract. And the fee is usually a small 0.1% initial deposit fee or it could be some kind of performance fee, or some other miscellaneous charges like a withdrawal fee or a deposit fee. So most vaults also reward you with their own vault token, leading to higher APY as their token is factored in. So I'll explain what this means in my next video. So usually vault tokens do not auto-compound, and they need to be harvested manually and sold to realize the additional APY. So it's kind of interesting that the vault would help you to automate the harvesting and farming and basically the entire yield optimizing on another platform. But on its own platform, it does not have vaults that will automatically do that. Because that often involves selling its own vault token, which would decrease the price, which is not something that most vaults want to do, to decrease their own price. So here are some examples of vaults. The popular ones include AutoFarm, that's popular in Binance Smart Chain BSC, as well as Beefy Finance, which is also one of the first vaults in BSC. And recently on Terra, there is now a vault strategy optimizer called Spectrum, which I'll be going through in my next video. So that's all for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found it useful, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon.